Okay, welcome back, guys. So today we're going to be working on adding skin pore detail on the body. So let's begin. So let me change this to them standard. Okay, I will be creating a different layer for this. So I'll create a new layer. Okay, that's fine, and I'll name this to body pores base, body skin pores. Okay, that's fine. But I'll need to max out the parts that I don't need, because I don't want the skin pores that I'll be adding to be affecting the head, especially the head and the hand also, and the feet. So I'm going to be maxing those out. No, let me use the max lasso to max this out. Okay, let me just max this out like so. I think here should be fine. Now block this out. Okay, let's see. I think that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine for what you need it for. Alright. Okay. Let me just see. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, so when we invert that now, then I want to be maxing the hand also. Maybe we should start with the feet. Let's start with the feet. Let me just max out the region of the feet. Okay, seems fine. Blow that out. Okay. Now do the same now for the hand. Just max out the hand like so. Let me just check this from another angle to be sure if I do that correctly. Is angled. I don't want that to be angled, so I want to kind of get this as straight as I possibly can. I'm looking for another angle for this. Do something like so. It should be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. Now let's blow this out. Okay. And blow it out even a bit more. That should be fine. And blow this out even more. Alright. And blow it out again. I think I can live with this. Let's see. This should be fine. Let me just go to the highest subdivision level now, so I can add the skin pore details on top of this. I'll be using the surface noise to kind of add a tileable skin pore detail. So I'll be using the surface elasticities noise, and I'm going to plug in a tileable skin pore map from flip normals. Okay. Now this noise that actually in there is quite nice, but I won't be using this. I'll be using a specific map for this. So if I should go to the flip normal skin tileable, I'm going to be using the pause O2 for this. So select that. Then I want to put this on max. Then I'll adjust the scale of this. Okay. Let me take off the mix noise. and take off the mix noise for this. That's fine. Okay. Then I'll just need to make this more tileable. So I'll just tile this even more. Let me get the closer view, and then I'll kind of decrease rather the alpha, then increase the noise just to see something. Maybe somewhere around there should be fine. Let me just check this out. Okay. Let me take off the strength. Strength is just too much for this. Let me kind of get a closer view on this just to see how this is coming out. Yeah, not bad at all, not bad. Okay. Let me click OK, and let me check this on the model itself, just to be sure it is fine before I kind of apply this to the mesh. Alright. Let me just edit this again. Let me adjust the scale a bit more. Let me see, somewhere around there should be fine. Let's see. Let me just kind of eyeballing this to be sure if the scaling of the alpha map is okay. So with the strength all the way up, I'm going to take this to 0, smooth number to 0, then I'll click on apply to mesh. Okay. Not bad. This is fine because I'm still going to take down the intensity of the layer. I'm still going to take down the intensity of the layer just to blend this back down. And that's why I increase the strength in the surface noise to the lowest, so I'll have more intensity for this. So I cannot use the layers slider to kind of adjust the intensity of this. So let me just show you guys what I mean. So if I reduce it, I take down the intensity to probably something around maybe 0. No, this is the opposite direction. This is all the way to -1. It's kind of pushing this, kind of giving it that kind of fuzzy look at the edge, making it look a bit fuzzy at the edge. This kind of like a cool effect though, to kind of create fuzziness for the edge. But this is not exactly what I want. Or maybe I can just do another extra map for this later on, but this is not what I want actually. So let me just take this down, maybe somewhere around 0.8. Okay, let's try 0.6. So at 0.6, this is what we have, which is actually cool, not bad at all. Because we're going to be using this to kind of derive cavity map out of this to kind of use for the texturing process of our model. Okay. Let me just try something, maybe 0.8. See how intensity is now. But once kind of zoom back out from a distance, it looks really tiny, but with the close-up view. Now you can do this on top of your model on a higher resolution if you want to. So this one I don't want to crank up the geometry subdivision level on this is because it's kind of be too heavy for my PC, but doing this on a higher subdivision level gives you a better result. So I'm just going to figure out what works best in between. Okay, I think now I can focus more on the hand. Can focus more on the hand now. Can focus more on the hand. I kind of create details for this. So let me just max out the hand all the way here, I guess. Yeah, all the way there. Then I'll give that a separate poly group. I'll change the poly group. Let's see, this should be fine. Yes, this should be fine. Oh wait, I just realized that I'm supposed to use the easy geometry feature on top of this. So even though I kind of put this in a separate poly group, it does not really matter that much. It doesn't really matter. So let me create a new layer. I think I might just have to create a new. Yes. Okay, let me go to the highest subdivision level first. I'll go to the highest subdivision level. Then I'll create a new layer. So this layer will just be just for the and skin pause. Let me just rename this. You can give it whatever name you're familiar with. That's completely fine. So and pause detailing. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the easy geometry. So this will render out our model and kind of put us in easy geometry before we now use the clicking here to kind of activate the region where we want the easy geometry to be affecting. So let me just put a mouse cursor down here and I'll click here on the keyboard. Now allow this to kind of go through and kind of activate that portion of the hand for me so I can work with more polygons for the hand. So if I should isolate, let me kind of isolate this. If I should isolate this now, it's taking too much of the body. I don't want so much of the body to be visible. I want to kind of exclude the most part of the leg. Though I can actually do this here the way it is, though, but I'll need to, I don't want excess mesh to be showing up. Let's see, so what you need to do first is kind of turn off back face maxing. So that you don't have because we're going to be using alphas here, so we don't have the alphas affecting the palm. When we start dragging the alphas for the back of the hand, I don't want this to be showing on the palm. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think this is yes. Let me just kind of see if I can. Yeah, this is better. So this is oh no, it's kind of clipping out the hand. Clipping out the hand. I think yeah, this is better. So I'll just work with this. Even though it's not looking accurate, at least the main focus where the main part of the hand where we're going to be using the alpha on is kind of very much visible. So that's completely fine. So I'm going to be using a 4-head alpha from the Texturingxyz 175 alpha for this. So I would need to be on standard brush. Then I'll go to my light box and just click back. So from the Texturingxyz 175 skin pose alpha, I'm using the female 30, and I think that map should be probably 4, the alpha 4 for this. Let me kind of drag this out to check if this is working correctly. This is not the exact brush I need, but this actually looks cool though. It's not the exact brush I need, but this actually looks cool. I can use that for the under part of for the back, for the palm, just below the palm of the hand. But this is not the actual alpha I need, so I'll just need to undo this. I can use this on this region. I can use this on this region. I should drag this out like so. Kind of blocking my view. Let me just get a better view for this. And just drag this out around like so. Let me take down the intensity for it. I don't want this to be too obvious. Oh, let me undo that. I think I need to undo that. It's kind of I'm supposed to make some modifications on the alpha. I think I'm supposed to make some modifications on the alpha. But it's not kind of let me just see. Let me just make adjustment for this. So the radial fade is supposed to be on 10. Modify, radial fade should be on 10. The mid value should be on 45. So we don't have this kind of pushing out, extruding out our model. So something around here. Maybe let me get a better direction to this and take down the intensity. Maybe something like so. Let me do this. Let me just looking for the correct angle to do this. So it feels more natural. Kind of bring a particular flow for this. Somewhere like around here, like so. Okay. So now let me use another alpha. So let me try. Yeah, this one will work just fine. This alpha 3 will work just fine. This one will work just fine. So I'll need to kind of modify and take the intensity up. Maybe around 25 would be fine. Just check this again. Okay. And let me undo that. And let me just go and adjust the alpha setting for this. So I'll change this to mid value 45, radial fade RF 10. Now start drawing something in here. It can be this intense, that's fine, because I'm still going to, or maybe I should undo that. Maybe I should do that again. So the intensity is kind of fine though, the 25. But so the reason why I'm doing this is because I can still go back, since this is on a separate layer. I can still go back and adjust that layer. I can still go back and adjust the layer, kind of take down the intensity. So I think I'll just leave, see something like this should be fine. Then I'm going to use a smaller, okay, let me do this on the side. Let me start with the side and then I'll do this at the other end also. Let me take this down, it shouldn't be that broad. I'll do something here also for the other side. Okay. Totally forgot. I just did it. I don't know why this came back out again. It's supposed to be on back face mask, and back face mask is supposed to be turned on. I thought I turned it on before. Let me just undo. Then I'll just redo this again. So I'll brush back face mask, turn on back face mask, back face masking, and I'll just adjust this now. See, it's no longer affecting the back anymore. Not affecting the back anymore. So I can just carry on and then just keep adding this. And I'll also take down the intensity and kind of add this on the fingers. Just on the finger, but with a lower intensity. Because the directionality of this alpha will actually work for the fingers also. So something like this, like so. I'll just keep dragging this out around this. Okay, let me just keep going and then dragging this out and going various angles of this. Okay, so I think I can still use the same alpha for the palm also, but with a much lower intensity for this. I'm not going to go too crazy on this, just dragging this out slightly over this, just over the palm. So I'm still going to take down the intensity for this. So once I take down the intensity for this, you should kind of blend back with the general skin. And I'm working on symmetry also, that's why it will also be affecting the other side of the hand. Just to speed things up. Okay, just do this for the sides also. Okay, yeah, this is quite nice. It's just to break up that palm surface, so that's some kind of texture roughness in there. But if you want to use them fingerprints, you can always go online and look for fingerprints and then use that fingerprint to kind of spread around the palm. That will still work. That will still work just fine. Okay. Maybe I should use the previous alpha. See if I can create some variation in here. I don't think that would work. It should be like more like I would looking for something that was more like straight lines. I just have to do that by using the depth standard brush. I kind of do that manually. So I think this is fine now. I think we can actually go out of AG geometry mode now by clicking A. Just clicking A on the keyboard will kind of take you out of AG geometry mode. Okay. Just taking a moment to load, just kind of go out of that AG geometry mode. So now I can just so now I can start playing with the settings with the layer intensity for that. Kind of play along with it and then figure out something that works best. So you can also do the same also. So that's nothing too complicated. You just kind of figure out which particular intensity works for you. And that's completely fine. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Bye for now.